Hi guys, and thanks for watching our weather update on July 13th, 2023. So starting off with this satellite imagery from wind.com, we can see that we've got a big, massive clouds to our south and southwest, and the high cloud preceding it is just gradually pushing in towards the, towards the south now. If we put the radar on, we can see that the rain is really to our south, and tonight that will gradually move northwards, and say that by about 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. it'll reach Munster, and that will gradually move over the south country tonight. If you put it through, you can see that the rain is moving steadily northwards over the sea right now. These are the warnings we have in force. We have two rainfall warnings, but together they both cover the whole country. So first one is for everywhere bar Donegal. Quite strange really, but I'm guessing that the rain for Donegal will just hit at a different time, if you see what I mean. So first warning is, as I said, for ever bar Donegal, and it says spells of heavy rain on Friday. Also be quite windy at times as well, especially on southern and eastern coasts. Possible impacts are flooding, poor visibility, and difficult travelling conditions. Valid from 2 a.m. tomorrow till 7 p.m. And we have a separate warning for Donegal alone. So same impacts really. Valid from 12 p.m. till midnight. So the rain there will start later and also finish later. So two warnings one for everywhere by Donegal and one for just Donegal itself. Quite strange, but just the timings just work out like that. Unfortunately, this is the UKV 5-day forecast using precipitation temperature. Now, starting today, we had a few showers moving northeastwards on the warm front before merging to form a larger area of rain that gradually moved away tonight. Towards morning, we see that very heavy rain, pushing towards the south, and as this moves northwards, there will be some quite strong winds of that as well, especially, as the warning says, on the south and east coasts. So some very bright colours there, very heavy rain, especially on the back edge of the fronts. I mean, you see some reds appearing there. Really, really heavy rain. Could be a squall line along that. Could be very, very windy and very wet. And that will all clear it northwards tomorrow evening. Followed in the south by a few showers. That one there, over like Carlow tomorrow evening, looks really quite severe about 5 p.m. Reds in that one. That looks like a thunderstorm, and that moves away. Tomorrow night is dry in the east, with some clear skies over the southeast, but in the west we see the wraparound occlusion just spilling some rain towards the west, pushing through towards Saturday. That rain moves across the west and south. Though over the north and northeast, it'll be sunnier, and there'll be some thermals as well. So some showers will explode through the day. Some big downpours there over the northeast in the evening. Elsewhere, some rain and strong winds at times. Rain quite patchy, but it'll be very windy on Saturday, especially in the west. Off into Sunday, the low will gradually shift towards the northeast, so the winds will ease and go westerly. So it'll be a showery day with sunshine, but some big downpours popping off into Monday. We see, and Tuesday as well. Monday's dry day, but some showers will still occur. Tuesday, we see a front moving off the Atlantic, followed by showers. This is the temperature forecast for the next few days. You can see today widely towards the high teens. Tonight, dropping away towards the mid-teens. towards low teens quite widely. But tomorrow morning and afternoon, temperatures will struggle to rise anywhere that is either before the wind and rain, or in the middle of the wind and rain. It's only after the front that temperatures will rise. So even by 3 p.m., anywhere north of the Wicklow to Clare line is stuck in the low teens, very chilly. And a swathe, a little area of temperatures reaching the low 20s does move into towards the south and southeast tomorrow evening. That may trigger some thunderstorms as that comes in and the front clears. The front will leave a lot of moisture on the ground. Sun will come out, thermals rise at very, very high temperatures. A very localized area of high temperatures. Thunderstorms may pop off tomorrow evening. It is one to watch. Up into tomorrow night, we do see values dropping off towards the low teens quite widely. Up into Saturday, highest temperatures across the northeast, where the sun keeps shining, but elsewhere, mid-teens at best, possibly towards the southeast, the higher teens. But in the end, temperatures do decrease widely as the cloud does push eastwards. And then on Sunday morning, we start quite chilly in the south, around 10 degrees, but elsewhere, the low teens. Off into Sunday afternoon. Anywhere south of the line from like South Mayo off to Louth, Dundalk, high teens. But in the north, especially over North Antrim, Tyrone and Donegal, very chilly. Across the northwest, North Midlands and northeast, you'll be around the mid-teens, but struggling to even get into the teens over some parts of the far north. Very chilly. And by 6 p.m, you're down towards 10 degrees even. Very chilly, actually. Just let's back to saying that, actually. At wind speeds, actually. Monday morning starting quite chilly, especially over the North Midlands and the south, and also over parts of Wicklow, down into single figures, but elsewhere about 10 to 12. Off into Monday, high teens, touching 20 everywhere, bar Donegal, Tyrone and Antrim will be pegged down as usual towards the mid to high teens. On Tuesday morning, coolest across Ulster, North Leinster and also parts of South Leinster as well, down into single figures, but elsewhere holding up towards 10 to 12. And Tuesday should I say, where the front clears, temperatures rising south of the Dublin to Galway line towards the high teens, possibly towards 20 degrees. Also in Galway and Mayo, high teens, and of course Donegal and North Tyrone and Northwest Antrim towards high teens as well. But here, anywhere where I haven't called, we'll basically see temperatures stuck in the low to mid teens. So as I said before, the strength of the sun at this time of year does make a huge difference. Now, just these are the wind gusts. Now, bear in mind, these are in miles per hour. So tomorrow morning, winds gusting across the southeast up to like 40 miles an hour quite widely, possibly a 50 on the lee sides of mountains. You often get very, very strong winds on the lee sides of hills and mountains, like there, for example, from Dublin down towards Baltinglass, further west of that as well, and just west of the Blackstairs Mountains. Could see wind gusts there exceeding 50 miles an hour. So that's over 80 kilometers per hour west of these mountains. But widely across the southeast, around 30 to 40 miles an hour. That's about, I'd say, 50 to 60 an hour in kilometers. Correct me if I'm wrong, but just the rough sort of values, I should say, about 25 to, sorry, what am I saying? 55 to 70 kilometers per hour gusts right there. So quite windy, especially for summer. It's quite unseasonably windy actually. Off into the rest of the day, those winds do move northwards towards Ulster and North Leinster, while a new swathe of strong winds pushes into Munster towards the evening. And that gradually does move northwards before petering away. Tomorrow night is a calmer night, not calm, but it's calmer. And moving off into Saturday itself, it starts relatively calm over anywhere where east of the line from Ballina down towards Cork, towards Waterford, around Youghal, I think. Quite calm, but also the winds in the west do extend eastwards by 3 p.m. Anywhere southwest of the line from Donegal towards Dublin has widespread gusts of like 40 miles an hour, around 60 kilometers per hour, or a bit above that, so around 65 an hour, I think. Off into tomorrow night. Look at that. Strong winds in the north towards 50 miles an hour towards the coast, 80 kilometers per hour. Off into Sunday and Monday, gradually easing down to become more usual, for Ireland. For summer. These are the NAO index forecasts from the GEFS ensembles, getting us towards the end of July. Yesterday's update showed this black dash line, the ensemble mean, getting into the positive territory, actually. And every update since, let's say, about today's Thursday, since about Sunday, Monday sort of time, has been trending more and more positive. But today's updates is trended negative. It's gone from, so it says today the dash line went like this sort of direction. Today it's going like this, you can see. So it briefly hits neutral at around the 23rd July, I should think. It doesn't give you the number, but I'm just estimating by the gaps, if you know what I mean. It briefly touches on neutral and then dips away. So we may see this trending back negative again up into, next few days. But so the Azores high may not actually end up strengthening. So this is the GFS run. So I'm going to zip through this. That deep area of low pressure moving in tomorrow and Saturday. Windy, wet, the usual. Sunday and Monday are more showery, calmer days. Before the Azores high tries to ridge in, it sort of makes the lows more flimsy. But pressure is still quite low, so it's still quite showery into midweek. Up into Friday, 21st July, winds are still in from the northwest. The Azores high is actually well towards Newfoundland, actually, and it's still showery with that. Off into next weekend, another area of low does move in from the north and parks right over us. Towards the end of July, it looks quite bleak. Yeah, pretty bleak for this GFS run. The east, I'm not sure about that. It's a bit dull, isn't that? This is the ECM, that deep area of low moving in tomorrow and Saturday, wet and windy, before showers follow in next week. Shallow area, very, very shallow areas of low pressure. The Azores high does float with us, but doesn't really want to join us. And in the end, suddenly, July 23rd, low pressure is right there. So we see that the NAO has trended more negative, and that does coincide with the Azores high not being as strong on this output towards the end of July. UK Met run, with this run, the Azores high is closer but not so strong, so still, winds in from the northwest, showers will form. This is the GEM. What's the show? That low pressure clearing away to showers. Showering in next week. Azores high close to us. It does exert some influence, but not full influence, and in the end, low pressure does sort of battle in. But by Sunday, July 23rd, the Azores high is looking quite strong to our southwest. So it'll be dry by then, but quite cool, with the winds in from the northwest. This is the Icon run. Again, that low clearing away. Very, very slack pressure, but still, the Azores high is far away enough to allow some showers in. And this is the Arpège run, last but not least. What will it show? Mysteries. By Tuesday, July 18th, the low pressure is right over us. Anyway, so that's it for now. I've finished the video, and I'll see you tomorrow. Stay safe in the wind and rain.